Hey guys.
Yo.
Welcome to another episode or another video. We haven't done videos in a while.
We've been a little bit busy. We've been working
and making our drift cars look cool. Woo! Look at them. Look so pretty. Oh. Anyway, back to it. So it's time to do competition, drifting and stuff in the E36. And so I decided I needed kind of a better car or a ute to tow the drift car. So we have this 1996 Toyota Hilux ute or pickup, I think you guys call it in America, not quite sure, or anywhere else around the world. So this thing, just got it completely stock, got a really good deal on it. It's petrol and gas. It's gonna be awesome for towing. Obviously we can chuck a whole bunch of stuff in the back, but as you know us, we cannot keep things stock. And we have to have things.
Something always needs to happen.
Exactly.
We can't just keep it a normal car.
Stock is so boring. So today we're going to be slamming this thing on its bum, and we're going to be fitting some really cool wheels on it. We have these 17 by 9. Oh no, these are 17 by 10 Steelies, which we'll be painting white because white on blue looks awesome, as you can see with this Toyota sign. And we also have some 17 by 9s for the front. So we're going to be painting these white. I will show you how to do that. We're going to be putting them on the Hilux. We're going to be lowering it with blocks in the rear with the leaf springs and winding the torsion bars down at the front.
And just the whole general cleanup, really.
Yeah, because we want this thing to look nice. You need to...
We're not being super fussy, but we like a daily to look nice.
Yeah,
well, even though it's not mine, it's his, but I'm fussy. So.
Nah, drifting is all about style, including the tow car, okay? Tow car has to look good, drift car has to look good. Can I tell you my favourite thing about this car? This came for free on the car, and it's just
adds about 10 horsepower.
Toyota, I support Australian country music. Why did Toyota make this sticker? It's the most confusing out of anything they could support. Australian country music. So if anyone can enlighten me on the whole that's weird. But well, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna do the back first.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. What's first? Undoing the U-bolts.
We already pulled the wheels off. That's the first step.
Oh, we did pull the wheels off. Really. Jack the car up. Jack stands under the car, and we're also going to support the diff with the jack. We're undoing these 4 bolts under here. They're 19mm. I've already undone one. Make sure you've got the diff supported with the jack, and yeah, get them undone. Pull these U-bolts out. See how we go from there. We've got these 2 U-bolts off. We're going to extend these. Very, very simple. And this. So just jacking the diff up. And that's where the block goes. Right there. In between both. Again, super simple. Lowers the car. As you can see, we'll just have to cut this bump stop down. Don't you love it when things are really simple and easy and straightforward? Because I do. Let's keep going. Mad! Alright guys, so we've got this marked off at 100 mils, which is how wide we're going to have our blocks. So I'm going to chop them off because I want to have 3 inches of drop, so I'm going to chop 2 blocks out of this the same size, have them on top of each other and weld them together. That way I get the exact drop that I want on the truck, and I'll do the same to the other side. So I'm going to chop these up now. Also going to get spraying on these Steelies because they're going to look so much better white.
That's just a good cut, Michael.
Thank you, Daniel. I just remembered I'm not wearing my safety glasses.
Always wear safety glasses.
Alright guys, that is essentially our block. Obviously we'll chuck a weld in here, and on the other side I'll probably just give it a quick lick of black paint. And yeah, they'll just fit in between the diff and the leaf springs. Good to go. I think I'm going to have to make this locating dowel circle a little bit bigger just so it fits. But yeah, brilliant. On to the next one. Alright, next up we've got to extend our U-bolts so that we can actually sandwich those blocks between the diff and the leaf springs. So what we're doing is I'm just going to cut straight here the thread off this one, and then I'll cut the head off these bolts to the perfect length, I'll be welding them in just so those U-bolts are extended, and we can go ahead and bolt our new blocks into the truck and do the other side. Super simple, very easy, very straightforward, with my Chinese $120 gasless MIG welder. Party time. I'm sure you get the idea now. After I place them in front of the U-bolt, basically just got a weld here, weld around here, weld across the blocks, spray them black, and they're good to go in. Super easy. Time to weld the blocks together. Mad. You're not spraying your favourite colour, right? So here they are, our blocks and our U-bolts, all homemade because we don't like paying money for things we don't have to. They'll work perfectly. Now, to chuck them in, all we do is jack up the diff. See how it's separating from the leaf spring because we have the U-bolts off. Jack the diff up as much as we can. Diff, diff, diff. Alright, now we're going to take our block that we've made, make sure it's up the right way with the locating pin going right here, slip it in. Look at that, how pretty is that? And then we just allow the diff to come down now, sitting on our new block. Look at that, very pretty. And now we can put the U-bolts in. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how it's done. Beautiful. Now we won't do it up tight just yet, because we're going to do the other side. We want to make sure the diffs are nice and straight, and then we'll button it up, put our wheels back on, and see if we need to roll our guards. I feel like we will have to roll the rear guards slightly, which is fine. And obviously also we need to cut the bump stop nice and short, obviously leaving some rubber there so that when the diff hits it, it's not metal on metal, but just enough so we've got clearance. So when we obviously have the trailer with the drift car on the back, we're going to have some travel in the shocks. Awesome. Alright, time to have a burrito before we move on to the other side. Burritos are life. Let's do this. I'm so hungry. Alright, time to spray the wheels. Easiest way to do it, or easiest way I've found with tyres on, is with playing cards. Anyway, well, you definitely just do it that way.
Well, you guys higher.
You go around the side of the wheel, and that is literally it. Super easy. Mist it with primer, let it dry.
Surely you guys have probably seen this before, but if you haven't, it's an easy way.
It is the best trick. I'm sure if we teach one person this today, then I'm happy. So
comment down below if you have never seen this before. It's like, you got the trick.
Alright, so Daniel is sanding down the front bumper. We didn't like the way it looked.
A bit rough, as you can see.
We're a little bit fussy. The paint's obviously come off and stuff, so we're going to give it a quick light sand with 1200 grit sandpaper.
Before you get nuts in the comment, we're not trying like too all out to make it perfect. We hit a few dents out and we're just doing a rough. Paint will be nice, but we're not too fussed. So
it's going to look better than it did. That's the whole point. Quick light sand with 1200 grit sandpaper. Spray it black and then a satin clear over it just to make it look nice. And I think it's actually going to come out real good. And I'm going to go ahead and spray the wheels white. Alright, I've got my can of Rust-Oleum Gloss White. I think we're about ready to chuck the first coat down.
You filming?
I am. Yes, I am filming, Daniel. Well, wow, that's very white straight away. I got 2 cans of white, but I don't know if I needed it. What are you doing, Dan?
Just taking out the bump stops.
Ah, yep.
Just because now so you can see on this side we have the 2 blocks in there.
Yep.
Which means we've pushed the diff right up. So as soon as we put it on the ground, it's pretty much going to hit that straight away.
Yep.
So there's 2 12mm bolts that just go into the chassis rail. Take them out and the whole thing comes out.
And then what are we going to do with the bump stop?
After we lower down the car, we're going to see the gap between the diff and the rail here. So from just this point here up to here.
Yep.
We're going to see how big the gap is and then cut the bump stop to the size that we need. Obviously it needs to be a little bit smaller than what the gap is, or else it will be riding on the bump stops.
So we have our blocks and our U-bolts all bolted up, tightened up in here. Looks awesome for a home job. Pretty much we paid I think a couple of dollars for the bolts. We got the steel for free, and yeah, chucked it all together. Looks wicked. Now it's time to throw the wheels on, lower it down and see kind of how it looks, where it sits and how small we need to cut the bump stops. So
Shit. These are how the wheels turned up. They look pretty sick, I would say. I don't know, what's your thoughts? Comment below, do you like the wheels white or black?
do you like steelies? I love steelies.
Steelies, white or black? I reckon they look sick.
I've got wheel nuts that we will use. But for now, we'll put these ones.
This is more just a test fit, hey?
We're gonna run nice black wheel nuts. But this is just a test fit. That wasn't pro. Rookie, yeah.
It's actually Mike's first time.
Pretty much. Oh my god.
Done.
One side. Go.
Can I hit it?
You get it.
Oh my god, that's sick.
Come in there.
There is a piece of wood on the other side before it comes down and you judge. Oh, I think the tire's stuck. Oh my god. Look at that! Told you. Needed the wood. Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
Dude, look how easy it is to get in the tray. That's sick. Are you happy with that?
On it. It's not low, and that's not as low as I think it is. Oh yeah. Holy shit.
That's so cool.
That looks mint, eh? Do you reckon?
That's so cool.
Fuck.
So as you can see, we just pulled the guard down a little bit because it got stuck on there. But
Hey, look.
we'll fix that.
Tank's still like, 100 mils off the ground like I said. Dude.
Go, that's it. Take it out.
How to get it out? What am I supposed to do?
Jack it back up.
I'll lift and you pull.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, well. Oh, now
It's like lips.
Yeah, I'm really glad I did this now, eh?
What, buddy? Oh.
Yeah, and just like, yeah, you're good now.
I'm a fucking genius, aren't
Awesome.
I? That's sick.
Now the front looks like a four-wheel drive and we need to sort that out. Alrighty guys, so the rear's done. Looks mad. What's not done, we've still got a couple of little things to do there, just the bump stops and stuff. Now it's time to do the front. 12mm impact gun. And we're going to remove the bump stops first before winding down the torsion bars. Now torsion bars are really funny things. It's just literally a nut that you wind down and it lowers the car. And however much you wind it down is how much the car lowers. It's a pretty simple concept really. So these here are the torsion bars. They go right to the back, or not to the back, sorry, to this gearbox cross member. And right there is where the nut is on the cross member that you just undo to lower the car. But first, I'm removing these bump stops right here. Obviously, as you can tell, there's not a lot of room from the get-go to lower this truck, so we want to make as much room as possible by cutting these bump stops. So yeah, just gonna remove them. 2. That's the bump stop. We're going to cut that down as much as possible. Probably cut the sides off this and then cut it down right here, so there's still just some rubber left so it doesn't hit metal on metal if it ever does come down. There's also the mounts here that we can kind of chop off and fab up a mount that's slightly lower, so that we can get a little bit more travel within the suspension, but again, we'll see how we go once we lower it down. So yeah.
Alright, anyway, so if you see here, that has 2 bolts on it. Those 2 bolts were a pain in the ass to take off.
They're locked together and you've got to crack one off.
So now that we've undone the top one, which is now loose, we're going to wind that up a little bit, and while Mike holds the bottom one, I undo this bolt under here, which takes the torsion,
Which winds the torsion bar down.
which means it pushes that up.
Which is super weird. But
it's kind of confusing, but once you get the hang of it, it's alright.
and you got to make sure it's even on both sides with the bolts. So you got to make sure you got the exact same thread on this side and then up this side.
If you look on the other side,
Here's something we've already prepared earlier.
you can see where the thread has come down a little bit, and that's where how much we've gone down.
Right, let's
That's
go
pretty
down.
much as low as we can go. Oh, fucking get on it.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright. Yeah, that'll do for now.
Come with me, guys. So while doing the fronts, it's kind of like trial and error. You have no idea how low it's gonna go, but you're kind of just trying to see what happens and never forget your tools under the car. Bam! And the dirt is drawn. Excuse the camera, our GoPro died, so we've only got this left.
We're running 8mm spacers on the front because you know, we love that tough look. So, and the front wheels weren't quite doing it for us. So
They were 8mm in further than that.
Yep, that's it. So these slip on the front, very simple. If you've never used slip-on spacers before,
I wouldn't really go more than 8mm
nope.
if you're running normal wheels or
Any wheels.
anything but steelies.
Because,
Unless you extended your wheel nuts.
yeah, that's it. And,
Dude, these cameras are so cool. Look at this engine bay.
Yep, it's crazy. So we're going to bang that wheel on, aren't we, Daniel?
Michael's going to.
Mike is going to.
Oh my god.
These wheels are potentially still wet, the paint, but you know,
That's okay.
we got shit to get done. Time is money.
We're going out tonight. Don't
Yeah.
know where. It's gonna be a good time.
We got to get round.
Celebration for after hard work of getting the car done. So
Exactly. Try not to touch the wheels with the. Mint.
slow her down.
Now remember with
Look at this thing.
with the torsion bars, once you let it down, you need to take the car for a wee drive for it to let it settle. As is with most.
Tips with Mikey.
That's it. Feel out.
Mike's doing a great job. Really hope I'm not covering any of the microphones or anything. Oh god.
We're here.
So one thing we still need to do is cut the bump stops, but we just want to see how low. Oh my god.
Did it work?
Whoa! That's sick. Oh my god. Look at that.
Yeah, it needs like It needs like 15mm bolt-on spaces, eh?
That's insane.
You like it? Yeah.
Let's just, can
So
you
I'll take the front up slightly.
hold this up?
We'll take the front up slightly because it's lower than the rear at the moment and I don't like that. Plus it'll settle. So it's going to settle even lower. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope you like the Hilux build. Now the question is, of course, I can't keep anything naturally aspirated for a very long time, so should I put another engine into the Hilux, aka a CA18 DAT or SR20 or an RB20 or something along those lines, or should we turbo the stock engine with the carburetor on it, which would be another adventure altogether? So please comment below, and we'll even accept superchargers if you think we should supercharge the stock engine. Tara, what do you think we should do?
Turbo.
She loves turbos. Leave your comments below because we are going to do something to the Hilux. Can't leave it in, eh? Also, I hope you like my hat. It's stylish. But thanks, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram @itsmikeblake, and way more videos coming in the future. But right now, I'm going to go smash some nachos into my face. Peace.